in Texas today along the Rio Grande River for Wednesday's scheduled hearing. He joins me now. Congressman, welcome. So glad to have you with us tonight. Been down there to McAllen, seen some of the worst of it, and that was a couple of years ago now. And I know it's only getting worse based on the numbers we're seeing, based on the footage we're seeing. What's your message to Democrat colleagues who are boycotting tomorrow's hearing, saying that it's political, saying that this is, this is all a show?
I think you need to come down and see what the truth is, and hear from the people that are here at the border dealing with this issue every single day, and then get out of your I think you're hiding under a rock if you don't understand what the heck's really going on down here in the southern border. Not only do we have millions and millions of immigrants flowing through the border, those that are apprehended, and then millions more that we don't even know who they are, they're gotaways, but also we have this issue with fentanyl that's killing 100,000 Americans every single year. If that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. This is not political. We're trying to solve a problem here, and we got a major problem here in the southern border.
Yeah, and you and your colleagues have been drawing attention to this since day one, virtually. You put out a list of expected witnesses tomorrow. That includes the Chief of Border Patrol, Raul Ortiz, ICE Assistant Director Stephen Kagan, Texas DPS Chief Steve McCraw, Kinney County Sheriff Brad Coe, and then the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council, Chris Cabrera. All experts and are sure to have a lot of information that we're not privy to about what's going on at the border. What questions are you aiming to have answered tomorrow?
Look, I want to know that, look, a lot has been said by the Democrats that somehow they need more people down here. It's not about a question of people. Yeah, obviously they need more resources, but the main issue here is policy. And the policy that changed when President Trump was in office was one thing, and when President Biden got in office, he immediately changed that policy, and then we had immediately the surge that we're seeing today. And then that's causing our Customs and Border Protection agents to be overwhelmed by these millions and millions of people, and then they don't have the resources in order to protect the border against the second, actually to me, the most important threat, which is the fentanyl, which is killing Americans. And look, I support measures to label those cartels as enemies of the United States, and to give us the ability to actually, if Mexico doesn't do something about it, look, our main job, our duty is to protect American lives, and we're not doing that. And if the Mexican government is not going to help us do that, then we're going to have to, take it into our own hands to protect Americans. So I'm supporting measures also that will allow the use of military force against those cartels.
Yeah, we have to keep drawing attention to this, Congressman. Will there be any future hearings after tomorrow's, and will people like Alejandro Mayorkas be forced to testify to Congress?
Oh yeah, no, we'll have him in front of Congress, and then he'll have to explain why he thinks that somehow the border is under control, when every metric that even he has shows that it's completely out of control, and this administration is a complete disaster when it comes to protecting the American people, not only from the millions of immigrants that are coming in. By the way, a lot of those immigrants are coming here just to get a job, and I understand it. I'm an immigrant myself, okay? But we need legal immigration. We can't have the chaos that's going on down here. And then that's the cover for this fentanyl and all these other illegal activities that's flowing through Mexico, and then killing Americans and then hurting our livelihood. And so, yeah, he's going to have to come forward and say, how is it that you told us everything was under control? We went down there and saw it for ourselves. And these folks that we brought up in front of the committee have told us that, yeah, this place is chaotic. It's completely out of control. You basically lied to Congress. And so how are you going to explain that one?
Yeah, it's a lot of questions. Thank you for continuing to draw attention to this, because this is a massive crisis. It's spreading even to our northern border now. So we'll be watching these hearings closely. Congressman Carlos Gimenez of the great state of Florida, thank you so much for taking time to be with us.
It's my pleasure. Have a good one.